Hi, welcome to your introduction to how to keep your website updated using WordPress. This introduction covers the basic tasks, and everything is also included in your user manual, so you can refer to that if you would like more detailed instructions. The website has two different types of setup. There's the home page, which has a more complex setup than the rest of the website, and we won't be looking at that too much today, but just bear in mind that if you need to make changes to the home page of the website, it's slightly different from how you make changes to the rest of the site. You can use any type of computer, a PC or a Mac. You can use your tablet like an iPad, or you can use your mobile phone to update the website. You don't need any special software, but you do need to have an internet connection. So when you come to the website, clicking on the link at the bottom of every page, there's a link that says Admin Login down in the bottom left hand corner. I'm going to click on that. The login screen comes up. So you enter your username and password. There's different levels of user for the website. There's the administrator level, which is what I use to make changes to the appearance of the website and to the background coding. The login that I'm going to use today with you is the editor login. That is the second highest level, and it gives you access to most of the tasks on the website, but not things that may affect the overall functioning of the site. There's also some lower levels that if you prefer to have someone perhaps be able to log in and make changes, but then the editor has to approve it before it goes live, then we can set those up for you as well. Currently, this is the editor login, which means that if you do make changes to the website, then they will go live immediately. So you just need to be careful when you're doing your updates. Okay, so now that I've logged in, it brings me into the dashboard. The dashboard has your website statistics on it. So you can see down here it has site statistics, site stats. If I go to the sidebar and click on site stats, it brings up information about the most recent visitors to your website. So you can see that here it has, so there's been 14 page views today. Yesterday there were 9, has a number of views, page views. There's also referrers, so that means that's what people clicked on in order to get to your website. So that can be useful to see who's referring people to your site, or if they're coming from Facebook or wherever. It also has the top pages and posts, so you can see what pages people are looking at most frequently, which links they clicked on to leave your website, and also if they've typed in something into a search engine, it'll say what they actually typed into the search engine in order to reach your site. So these statistics here can be quite handy. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the website and we're going to do some simple updates. On the top left hand corner there's a home icon and it says YACMAC Visit Site, so we're going to click on Visit Site and go back to the website. Now you notice that when we're visiting the website and logged in, you get this black bar across the top of the screen. When you're on the home page, there's a set of options. There's a different set of options when we're on the other pages of the website, and that's because the home page is edited differently. It gathers its content from different locations around the website. So we're going to go to the News and Reports page and look at your usual regular website updates. So now I'm on the Newsletters and Reports page. You'll see the black bar across the top has now got the option to edit page. So whatever page you're on in the website, apart from the home page, you can log in by using the link at the bottom, Admin Login. You go back, you surf until you get to the page that you want to edit, and then at the top of the screen you click on Edit Page. We're now in the page editing screen, and you'll see this is the text that's on the page. Now earlier I just prepared this page, I added an extra full stop, so you can see there's 2 full stops there. I'm going to remove one of them. I'm going to click the word update. Okay, the website's been updated, and now if I click on up the top where it says view page, okay, so you can see that now there's only 1 full stop, whereas previously there were 2. So that's how easy it is to just change the text on a page. You go to admin login at the bottom, which will bring you into the dashboard. You go back to the website, you surf to the page that you want to change, you click on edit page, it takes you in and you make the change. We're going to go back into that page now and add a PDF document. So if you see at the top it says add media, and say we want to link to our newsletter, which happens to be a PDF, we click on add media. There's 2 options at the top of the insert media screen. There's upload files and there's media library. Media library lists all of the documents that are already sitting on your server that you've already uploaded to the website. So you could click on one of those and add it to the website. So just move myself along. I've clicked on YACMAC membership form, and you'll see down the bottom here you can just go insert into page, and then it will be there. The other option is I could click on upload files, select a file from my computer. There's a PDF document. I click the word open, it then uploads, and that document is now available, and I can do the same thing. It's clicked and then insert into page. I will just delete that so it's not sitting on your server, and we'll just use an example YACMAC membership form. I go insert into page. Now here it picks up the name of that we named the file, and it just puts that in there as a link that someone will click on. You can change that if you want. Just say, for instance, I want to get rid of the little dashes in there, and that's what it is. So I can either click update, and that's live immediately, or I might choose to click on preview changes, and so you can preview the page and check how it would look like. So that's the link that's there now. If someone clicks on that, it will take them to the membership form. If I'm happy with that, then I can click update and it will go live. So you have that option to check it, and once it's gone live you can click view page again and see that it's there. I'll delete that because we don't want that to go onto your live website. Okay, so that's how you add a PDF document. You surf to the page, you log in, you surf to the page, you click on edit page. When you get in here, you click on add media. You select the document either already there or by going to upload files and selecting the file, and then click insert into page, and then the document is there. Okay, so those 2 things have been done. Now what happens if you'd like to add an image to a page? First of all, just check in the written user manual where I explain about the types of images that you can use. You can only use JPEG or GIF or PNG, and the size of the image. So you need to keep it fairly small so that it doesn't waste a lot of time when somebody wants to log into your website, and if you've got an image that's really huge, then it's going to waste a lot of time and they won't be able to get to the information on your site. So you need to make sure that they're small, and just check the user manual for how to optimize your image. But let's say you've already done that and you'd just like to add at the top of this page an image. So you also use add media for adding images. So if I click on add media, and I'm going to use one of the images that's already there that we're using on the slider, so I'll click on that image. Now you see that you've got a few options down here. Usually you just accept the defaults, But then here, the bottom one is the one that you probably changed the most, and that's the size. So you can have a thumbnail, the full size that the image is that we've created, or medium size. So you have 3 different sizes that you can choose. So for this particular page, I'm going to use full size, click Insert into Page, and you can see the image is there. I'm going to preview it by clicking on Preview Changes. And there you can see that the site has been updated with the image. So it's fairly simple for adding an image on the page. If you would like, say for instance this image here, at the moment when you click on it, it just goes to a bigger view of that particular image. But say you wanted that image to take someone to another page on your website. You can do that. If we go back into Edit Page, I'm going to click on the image, and you'll see that you can make a few changes, and there's Edit. So I'm going to click on Edit, and where it says Link To, I've left it, the default will be media file, which means that when you click on it, it goes to a larger version of that same image, which is what we just did before. But if we type in, change it to custom URL, I can type in a web address, let's say Google, and then it's going to go to that web address. So you change it from link to media file to link to custom URL, and then you add the web address down below, click Update, and I won't make this live because this is a live site. I'll click on Preview Changes so we can preview it. Now I'm going to click on that image, and it goes to Google. So fairly simple if you want to make an image that takes you somewhere else. So while we're talking about links, let's talk about creating just a normal link to another website. I'll delete this. Okay, so say for instance we have this link down here which takes someone to the Office of the Registrar of Indigenous Corporations. I might just do that link a second time on the same page. So I'll type in the text, Office of Registrar of Indigenous Corporations. Okay, first thing you do is you highlight the text that you want to be a link. Then you go up to the edit bar, and this little chain icon says Insert or Edit Link. I click on that, and then I need to add that web address, which, hang on, I don't know what it is. Let me see. Sorry. Okay, so we highlight the text. We click on Insert or Edit Link. We add the web address here. And you can either choose to open the link in a new tab or just untick that. If it's a link to another website, I always tick open the link in a new tab, because then when the person leaves that website, your page is still sitting there. So it just opens it up in a new tab. We click Add Link, and there you have the link there. I'll go to Preview Changes. And the link is down here. Just click on it to check, and okay, I typed it in wrong, but that's how you do a link. Okay, so that concludes my very quick introduction to how to do the basic tasks of editing the website. If you refer to the user manual, you'll see that you can do a lot more, but this is a good introduction. Once you know these basic principles, you can usually work your way through most of the other issues with the website. Thanks for your time, and please get back to me if there's any improvements that you would like made with this introduction or anything to do with the user manual. Thank you.